Good evening, everyone. This is Al, and I got Ronnie here, and we're ready to go. I'm showing top of the hour. And one thing for sure, I can always count on Leon being the very first one who log in here. Always. Appreciate the support, Leon. Pauline, appreciate the support. You're always on time. Michael McNeil, always here on time.
Hi, guys. It's Sunday, Al.
It's okay. But we're going to go ahead and get on the way because out of respect for time for everyone, and also we always record this so that for people who can't get on, at 5 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, they can always pull the recording and learn what we need to learn. But what we want to talk about today is that we're going to, first of all, we'll just recap a little bit on Saturday's event, which was an amazing event. We also want to talk about the ranking up and that +1, because we had a lot of people in the past week, they really don't understand what that +1 is all about. So we want to talk about that a bit tonight. We also want to talk about tonight, hi, Mama Mary. We also want to talk about tonight what we mean when we talk about the different levels of distributorship. Very important for everyone to understand how that works, because otherwise, when your 1 year anniversary roll around, you're going to say, well, boy, I didn't know that. Well, we make that a point to cover everything you need to know on this particular Zoom so no one can get caught off by surprise and say they didn't know something. So on that note, let's talk about yesterday. Wow.
I loved it. I posted a lot of pictures Al, on WhatsApp, so everyone needs to be on WhatsApp. That's the first thing.
Yeah, so rule number one, everybody should be on WhatsApp because we always post the photos and make people feel as though they're right here with us, even though they're geographically dislocated from us. Yesterday's event was just an amazing event. We just had a tremendous number of people come out and stay. They came early and stayed late. All day long we had people there, and just an awful lot of people making purchases yesterday. We also had purchases that were being called in. I think we had about 9 purchases out of Las Vegas yesterday. Las Vegas, Nevada. So I want you guys to think about this. Las Vegas is not right here in our backyard. But we did have one of our distributors say, hey, you know what? I'm headed to Las Vegas and I'm going to get me a new team growing in Las Vegas. And all he did was just call in with the SNAP to do the SNAP financing. And we're going to talk about that too. Why did he call in to do the SNAP financing? It's because everyone can't have access to the SNAP finance, guys. It's too many people's personal information in that SNAP finance. And it's not going to be in the best interest of everyone to give everybody access to that, no matter how we look at it. So anyway, he called in just simply getting the SNAP finance done. And we got about 9 sales out of Las Vegas yesterday. So it doesn't matter where you are. And I want you guys to stop thinking, oh my God, if only I was right there at the office. Well, I can tell you a lot of people who are not here in the proximity of the office, and the first name that always comes to mind is Pat Perrin, because Pat is actually living about maybe 20 minutes from the office, and she haven't been there not once. She is a 7-star, and she made a 6-figure income already, but she never been to the office. So I want you guys to let's get it out of our mind that we got to be right here at the office. She plug into these Zoom. She plug in to the calls in the morning. We talk on the phone every single day, and she's just going like no tomorrow. Now, when we're talking about an event such as the one we had yesterday, and of course every Saturday we have an event, but this one was very special because it was like
A Christmas.
Christmas luncheon type event. And so a lot of people came out and supported that event. And, you know, there was plenty of food, there was plenty of activity. There were first-time guests who were exposed to our company for the very first time. And keep in mind, yesterday, we didn't even have a formal presentation with PowerPoint or nothing. We just talked about what we do there at Sleepm. Matter of fact, we didn't talk a whole lot about what we did there at
No,
Sleepm.
nothing.
But people still bought.
They saw the engagement.
They were wanting
Yes.
to know, well, what exactly, what is these products all about? and all we did was basically tell them is that, hey, this is for this, and that. And everybody, and then a number of people said, well, hey, I need to change my pillow. I need to change this. I need to change that. And they bought based upon that. And they got excited about what we were doing. So this was just a window of opportunity for those of you who are in a close proximity. It was a window of opportunity for you to really, really get engaged with what we got going on, you know, and really it's the overall environment that attract people into the business. Because I had a young lady on Saturday share with me, she said, "Oh, this is more like so family oriented." She's, I definitely want to, I don't know, really understand what you guys do here, but I want to be part of it. Imagine that. Imagine someone telling you they want to be a part of this because of the family environment that we created there. And they don't even know what it is we really do. Now, so all you have to do, just buy any product that we offer. And she says, "That all I have to do? Just buy whatever product we have to offer. And then just like your friend invited you here, you invite them here also." And that's what it's all about. The simplicity of what we do is just so amazing. So what we want to do is that I want to turn it over to Ronnie. We want to talk about, first and foremost, we want to talk about ranking up. Very important to get ranked up. I know we got a number of people that have came on board in the past week and they hit 4-star in their first week and they talk about hitting 6-star before the month end. And so I really want to talk about what it really takes to hit those ranks and why that +1 is so important and what that 1-year distributorship is all about. Because I think a lot of people don't understand the 1 year, the 2 year, the 3 year, or the lifetime distributorship. They don't understand it whatsoever. So we hope to get it cleared up here tonight. And there's only 10 of us on this Zoom tonight right now. So anyway, we will, once we go through this, we're going to open it for questions so you can ask whatever questions you may have, because we want complete clarity. I don't want anyone feeling as though the water is all muddied and you can't see clearly what it is you need to do to rank up and get to the big money with us, because it's not difficult to get to the big money. So Ronnie knows a little bit about ranking up because Ronnie is an 8-star. She did it in record-breaking time within 7 months. You know, 8-star extraordinaire. She knows what it's like to get in and get to the big money quickly. So we do want to talk about that window of opportunity. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull up a and after she get her thoughts together, and you decide whether or not, you know, you understand this or not. So let me pull up a pencil here. What color you want?
Any color.
Okay, all yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Let's talk about one aspect of the training, which is very important to many of you because your 1-year anniversary will be coming around the corner. Some of you have started February of last year, means your 1-year anniversary will be ending February of next year, 2023. Right now it's December the 11th, 2022. So those people who have joined us in January, that means if you joined in January the 5th, your anniversary will end 2023, January the 5th. So what happens here? If some of you started the latter part of the year from last year, then you have a few months. But in the interim, you still have to realize there's certain qualifications that need to be met. And we need to re-emphasize that over and over again, because I don't want it to become a surprise to many of you when you start seeing your income is being cut into half or your income is stopped. Not because you're not recruiting, you are recruiting. You are getting the people and your team is growing. But there's one aspect of the comp plan, you have to maintain a certain amount of purchases, meaning a certain amount of purchase that you may have not fulfilled. So there's a couple of ways of doing that. It doesn't have to be all of you, all of the money coming from your pocket. It could be somebody else, an outsider wanting to buy something from you. So there are alternatives to make up the amounts that you need to have each year. You need to maintain this account for $3,000, simply meaning you have to get to $3,000 within your first 3 years. Within your first 3 years, you have to get to $3,000, and then you become a lifetime member. That's what it means. We want you to become a lifetime member, so you never have to worry about that one spot where you're earning all the income being cut in half or the money stops. Your rank does not go away. The organization does not go away, except you are being bypassed. The uplines make the extra leftover money that's supposed to come to you. That's what this is all about in regards to the qualification during your first year or almost ending to your first year. You have to meet certain qualifications. And that qualification is the 1 year distributorship. Okay? Distribution, okay, of purchase, right? 1 year distribution purchase. If it's less than 1,500. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is simple to understand. 1 year distribution, purchase less than 1,500. So here you are, all right? You have purchased one position here. This is Ronnie. Just make an example. It can be your name. So you can put your name there. This is Ronnie, and I purchased $580, a pad. Last year, 2022, January the 5th. All right, I purchased last year, 2022, purchase, all right? So my 1 year, my 1 year anniversary is going to be, purchase, POC, ending in 2023. This is, let's say, January, and this will be January. Okay, so that's what it means. I purchased in 2022 a pad at $580 January of this year. So my anniversary is going to be ending January of next year, 2023. Right now is December the 11th. So I got about a month and 3 weeks to make sure that that $580 amount has to be at least $1,500. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what that means. Your one main position has to be at $1,500. So what do? You either make a purchase yourself, because if you have an organization growing and your main position is only at $580 during that 1 year interim, it's okay. You've not missed out anything. But now there's a requirement that needs to be met. So the first year it has to be at $1,500. If it's less, you need to make up the difference of $1,500 minus the 580, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to do. So here it is, 1,500 minus 580, 580 minus 580 equals 920. So you're saying, okay, there's $920. The first thing that comes to mind, what can I buy for 920? Well, you can buy multiple things, but it'll never be exactly 920. If you bought 2 eye masks, so let's say you bought 2 eye masks, 790, plus the 580 that's there already, so that's 1370. You're still short. Even though you spend 790 additional, you're still short. You're not up there yet. So then you say, okay, how about if I buy a topper? Because we have a topper that costs $1,000. It's a topper that it's a simple topper. A lot of people don't use that topper. They like to sell the classic topper. So this is a topper for $1,000. Or if you buy 2 pillows, $1,540. So if you buy 2 pillows, $1,540 plus 580 equals $2,120. So that's fine. You went over. What you look at the price point, ladies and gentlemen, whatever it is, you can buy multiple items. You buy 3 iPads, or you can buy 4 iPads, or if you have iPads, eye mask, or you can buy 4 pads or 2 pads or 3 pads, whatever combination. This is you making your own purchase. But what if you don't have the means to do it yourself, but you know someone else, a newcomer, a client that's ready to make a purchase, and they just want to be a customer. They don't want to build at all. And I'm emphasizing this for this particular part of the comp plan, because always people want to build. But in this particular part, this comp plan, there's someone who just wants to be a straightforward customer and they want to buy multiple items. So you can use your ID number that's here, the ID number that's here, and put them in this organization of that ID number of Rani ID. So you use that ID number that's there and you make a purchase with that ID number. So now your 580 may go up by $2,000 because they bought 2 items or 3 items. You can do that. But mind you, you have to remember there's no ID that's going to be generated to the new person at all.
So Ronnie, this is being bought internally inside of from that back office.
Yes,
of that ID number.
yes, that will be the.
I just want to make sure.
That will. So this is not called a +1. This is not using your ID to put someone in brand new and using your ID to generate a new ID. When you increase that purchase amount of 580, you cannot get a new ID. It has to be an existing ID. So how do you, as Elle was suggesting, how do you get access to the existing ID without generating a new ID? Simple. You go to sleepm.net, log into your back office, and then you go to the shopping cart. So you're buying within your organization, within your back office ID number. You must choose that ID number. So if this ID number is 123, you're going to go to sleepm.net, ask for user ID number, you put 123. It asks for your password. It could be Rani123. And then it asks for the Turing number, 4585, that number that needs to be put into the box. That number is all about making sure that you're not a robot and it's your account. So now the account opens up. You see your back office. Now on one side of the menu, it shows you where to place your order. It's within the shopping cart category. So then you make your purchase within the shopping cart because no ID number will be generated. It's just going to increase the 580 to the difference amount that you need to make up $1,500. Okay, guys? So I want to stop right here. I want to ask any of you if you have questions about the clarity, the understanding of how you are understanding it, because I may be thinking you are understanding myself, me, the way I'm expressing myself, but maybe somehow it's not coming across the way you are understanding it. So let me hear from any of you if you want to raise your hand or you want to chime in just about this part of understanding of remembering to purchase within the 1 year category. So let me know. If not, I'll continue for the next point that I need to make.
No hands.
No hands raised. Okay, so far so good. Those of you who are here understand what I'm saying. So now, the second year, yes, you've done well for the first year. You understood you have to be, if you're less than 1,500, you have to make up 1,500, 1,550, 1,600. That's what you have to make up. The following year, that means 2023 all the way to 2024 is the following year. Again in January, you have to look at your $1,500 package. The following year, it has to be between 1,500 and 2,250. So the second year, ladies and gentlemen, it has to be 1,500 to 2,250. Okay? So now you're to say, let's say you're at 1,600. So it's 1,600, you need to be 2,250 minimum. So here I am going to do a little math here for you. So it is going to be 2,250 minus 1,600. Let's say you made it up to 1,600 the first year, $650. So then you need to increase again this ID number here to another 650 for the second year. Okay? Same thing you do. You go back to your back office internally, no ID numbers generated, and then you make the purchase from there. Even your clients, if your clients was doing that, you will do it that way. But most likely, you may not, have the ability for your clients on wanting to purchase if they're really adamant, they don't want to build because they want an ID number so that in the future, they may want to build and now there's no ID number. So be very careful about that, okay? So you just have to remember the monies you're earning. Some of you are earning in an incredible way, a tremendous amount. Every single week, you're accumulating $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many people that have done that recently. So make sure some of that monies are put aside for your second year anniversary, which is 1,500 to 2,250. And then your third year anniversary date has to be between 2,250 to, I think you know the answer, 3,000. Okay? So again, you have to increase it, the third year. So again, third year, you have to do that here. Same ID number you're using, you're going into your back office internally for that particular ID number. And you have to make sure that you upgrade to make it 3,000, the difference of whatever you spent. Now, another way of doing it is some of you are brand new here and are looking at this for the first time, maybe you just started a month ago, 2 months ago, that means you're brand new. And you can start increasing that amount right away rather than waiting the last minute. Some of you may not have the ability to have an extra $1,000 for the first year. What do? So you have to think ahead of this plan of action here. You can do it right away. Make it $3,000. When you come in, we can always talk about it and tell you that you can buy a few items and create one invoice for $3,000. That means you will get an ID number. If you're brand new to the sponsor is sponsoring you. And then they're teaching you right away, hey, your first invoice should be $3,000. Okay, I need to buy a mattress anyways. That's over $3,000. So right there, that one invoice is $3,000. Done. So they say, but I want to buy 2 pillows. Then we put the 2 pillows right here. 1 pillow here and 1 pillow here. Okay, because now they're buying 3 items. They're buying a mattress and 2 pillows. So put the mattress in the top position. It's over $3,000. It's a lifetime member. So all these years here, this year's right here, this year's right here, you don't have to worry because this will be a lifetime member. The top position automatically becomes a lifetime member when they hit 3,000 and they did it in the first day. So never have to worry about each year having to upgrade. They don't have to worry. They're done. But they bought 2 more pillows because they wanted to buy pillows with the mattress. So now we open up a triangle. They're making their own purchase. They have the ID number. They buy from themselves. They have the ID number, they buy from themselves. And now they have also promoted up to 2-star. And they're also earning commissions from the first position here, the first pillow sale. Okay, and then here, another pillow sale here. Then someone will say, Ronnie, I need to buy a pad. I want iPad, meaning eye mask. I keep talking about iPad. My mind is in the computer too much. So you're going to buy the eye mask. So here, we sell them the eye mask, $7.90. They get 2 of them, 2. Okay? Then they say, Ronnie, I also want the pad, the 580 pad. So right here, they buy the 580 pad. All right? 580, the pad. So right there, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. That's 4 legs. And that's a perfect spot to be because you need 4 legs at the bottom to promote to the 8-star. And if you're wanting to buy the products already, why don't I create a win-win for you? Make the top position 3,000 and a little bit over because most mattresses are slightly over 3,000. And then 1 pillow, 2 eye masks, and a pad. Now they're a product of the product. They're a lifetime member. There's no tax to their purchases. There's no shipping costs to their purchases. They have built 4 legs and they have promoted to 2-star. That's an amazing plan. And we have been teaching that the last few months too, when people have been spending a lot more than 580. And the reason they're spending a lot more than 580 is because they have been using Snap Finance. Snap Finance has been approving a lot of people for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 all day long, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes the 6,000 may not be enough. So Snap also gives an additional 10% buffer to the 6,000. So it's another $600 available. So now they're qualified for $6,600. And sometimes they go over maybe $7,200, $7,300. So the difference, they have no problem paying using their debit or credit card. So there's multiple transactions taking place because of multiple reasons. They want the products, they love the products, and we're just helping them to be in a sweet spot, helping them to get promoted, helping them to earn commissions from their own sales, because every person that's buying from themselves is a customer and then a distributor automatically by default. It's a lot going on. You become a customer distributor here, customer distributor in your second position, second pillow that you bought. You bought the 2 eye masks, you're a customer distributor. When you bought a pad, you're a customer distributor. Okay, guys? You're a customer, and by default, you become a distributor. There's no fee other than making a purchase. So this is just an amazing plan. You know, we have no auto ship here, no monthly requirement, but yes, we do have a yearly requirement. You can look at it as monthly if you want to and argue the point. That's on you. All I'm saying is that if you're earning a lot of money, please put some money aside to prepare for your first-year anniversary, or maybe you are listening to this presentation, somebody else invited you from other teams who have been in a business longer than us. So this could be your second-year anniversary or your third-year anniversary. Please look at your back office and look at the calendar date when it expires. Your back office tells you exactly when you started and when the expiration is taking place. Everything is there. There's nothing secret. There's no hidden agenda with Sleepm. It's on you if you're not going into your back office. I am not responsible for all of your back office. I am responsible in helping you make rational decisions, helping you with your purchases, helping you with Snap, helping you to open and close a sale. All those important elements, I'm there for you. But looking at each of your back office and giving you a heads up, I can't do that. We have thousands of sales people, purchasers in that system of ours from Ronnie down. I cannot be responsible for that, impossible. But I can help you understand the timeline. We can do the training, which we are doing every Sunday. And many of you are new. So that's fine. You're not in this conversation at the moment. You're fine. It's the people that came this year, the beginning of this year, who have done tremendously well. So now, next thing is some of you have bought 3 positions, meaning you have purchased 3 items. It looks like a triangle. Naturally, all 3 positions were started at the same time, right? Because Rani, I'm buying a pillow. Rani, I'm buying a pad. Rani, I'm buying an eye mask. So they wanted to buy 3 items. So we individualized 3 items. So they have 3 ID numbers. And now they are ranked up from 2-star to 3-star to 4-star to 5-star to 6-star to 7-star. Ladies and gentlemen, within that 1 year, they have ranked up. Isn't that amazing? That's right. So they have to understand that they have to look at the anniversary date, because now the second position also has an anniversary date where you bought the pillow number 1 and pillow number 2. Those 2 also have an anniversary date. The same time you started the top position. So does that have to be also has to be met? Meaning the requirement has to be met to $1,500? Yes, yes, and yes. So are you asking me out loud? You're talking to yourself at this moment that we have to spend $3,000 if I started January 5th of this year, and now it's January 5th coming around the corner, 2023? Yes, and yes, and yes. But still, you have a choice. If you feel that you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to. Okay, there is a little grace period given to you. But if you take the grace period and you see the money still trickling in, that's just a short grace period, very short. And then it's going to stop. So that position will start growing. Because remember, all your people below you, your organization growth below you is still growing. They are running because their anniversary date started much later than yours. So whoever came into your group, they are still running. If suddenly 1 or 2 other people within that group also are facing the same consequences, simply meaning that they are no longer earning, but they have a growth below that because they also started to build, then that position will also be on hold until they upgrade. So that money goes up to the upline. So all of a sudden, the uplines will see some extra money, not understanding where it came from. It came from the compression of that position. It compressed up. Okay, guys? So, so that's right. This is also a business that has some expenses, so to speak. Expenses to build a business. You have no overhead in any which way. Regards to commute, you're not coming out, you're staying home, you're building, or others are using the phone in such a positive way, they're building. So there's no expense on your part. There's no overhead in office location. There's no overhead in buying inventory and things like that, trying to be garage qualified. You never have to buy inventory. We will ship everything for you. Whenever you make a sale, we'll ship it from here. We have the warehouse right within the vicinity of the Los Angeles office. So with this business, it's such a plus. There's no inventory. The only inventory you have, ladies and gentlemen, is what you purchase for yourself when you first join. You have a pillow, that's your inventory that you're using. You have an eye mask, that's your inventory. You have a topper, you have a mattress, and you have a pad. That's your inventory that you are using daily. Hopefully you are, okay? And so I need you to understand the simplicity right here. So the points to remember, every Tuesday night we talk about this during the comp plan. Right now?
That's right.
And now Sunday we're going in depth because Tuesdays we can't go in depth and we will not, okay? I only can go in depth with the distributors because now it's your turn that you need to take care of your business. And you know, our business is just amazing. The results from the Sleepm products are just phenomenal, amazing, beyond amazing. I don't even know what word to use because most products of companies out there, you never see results like that, never. not within the 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, within a week. You do not see. And constant results. And people coming out daily, bringing new friends, new teammates. So Al, you'd like to chime in?
Yes, and keep in mind too, one thing that Ronnie said here, is not meaning that you necessarily have to spend the money. That's an option, but it's a matter of you finding a customer to increase that volume to $3,000. And when we're talking about more than $3,000, give you a lifetime distributorship, that's you selling any size mattress that we have to offer. Any mattress that you sell, and if you put it inside to that ID number, that satisfied their requirement. So it's not that complicated at all. Not complicated at all.
Any questions? Again, one more time.
Any questions again?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you have any questions on this whatsoever. Ronnie did such a beautiful job on explaining it. I guess none of you have any questions because no one raising their hand.
Okay, let's talk about the car.
Okay, what I'm gonna do here,
Yes. Clean the screen.
I'm gonna clean this up, and what we'll do, if you sign in with your email, this will automatically go out to you. So to go to all, potential select all, and okay, just 1 second. Okay, so all of you should have gotten a copy of that. It will show up on you. Now, because a lot of you were not at the office, we want to talk about the card drawing, because the card drawing is going to happen on 7th January. That's the first Saturday coming into the new year. It'll be the first Saturday. So, Ronnie, I want you to explain how this works, because every single one of you, as far as I know, is a distributor that's on this Zoom right now. And your ID number is the number that we're drawing on that day. So you're hoping it's your number. Let me put it that way. Let me rephrase that. So, Ronnie, explain the rules on this, because we don't want anyone to be caught off by surprise and say, oh my God, I didn't know that it was like this. We want you to know ahead of time what the rules are on this card. And for many of you who've been around a while with us, there's a message in your back office that also explains the rules of that lucky draw. There is a message in the back office also, but I understand that some of you might not have paid attention to it. And even myself, it took me a long time to finally pay attention to it too. So, Ronnie, you mind explaining that?
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times. You know, the contest started last year for Sleepm in regards to giving away 20 queen size mattresses, and they gave that away every couple of weeks from July of this year. That's over and done with. The next prize was 5 people won the $10,000 cash prize that was also given away. Then the final big prize is giving away the SUV, the GLC something. GLC Mercedes-Benz. Okay, it's an SUV. That's the brand type, GLC. The type of Mercedes. It's not a sedan, it's an SUV. So with that being said, it's going to be a standard SUV Mercedes that's going to be given away. If you want extra whistles and, you know, in a sense that you want more upgrades, you can decide to do that on your own. But how does this, the rules affect you when your number is drawn? Many of you are in the drawing multiple times. Reason being, you purchase multiple products. So each time you made a purchase, an ID number was generated. So that's what I mean by you are in the drawing multiple times. All your plus ones, initially when you came in, whether you bought 3 items, 4 items, 5 items, 6 items. All those are ID numbers that are in the system for you as an individual person. So your chances are strong. Next, how is the drawing done? Is it for everyone? Yes. You do not need to be at the office January the 7th to have your winning number drawn and for you to accept the acknowledgement that you want. You could be at home watching it from Zoom, or you were just home and you got a phone call from your upline, from your friend who knew that the number was called and they mentioned the name, and right away they knew that you were part of their organization. So someone will call you before you even knew about it, which is a good thing. And how are the numbers drawn? Because all the numbers you can see are rather long. And so how the number is drawn is going to be drawn from around the world. So Canada is going to draw a number. California, US, California is going to draw a number. And New York most likely will also be drawing the number. So there are a series of numbers that will be drawn between the 3 locations. So randomly. So what we do is that there are about like 5 people on stage, random people, maybe a 6-star, maybe a person from the audience, maybe a 5-star standing in line with the box. Each of us will have our own box. Inside the box, there are like ping pong balls, like 5 ping pong balls in each box. And when it's my turn to pull the number, let's say I'm on stage and I get a box and all of us are standing in line, I pull out a number from the box, and on that box, the ping pong ball that I'm holding on has a number, because they already had put numbers on that ping pong ball when they put it in the box, whoever set up the box. So I pull up the number and I see 2. So behind me, there will be a board, a writing board, when you are watching me from Zoom, from your home, okay? So you could be seeing this live when we do this. So my number was number 2. So then somebody will put number 2 on the board. So there's one number drawn by me in the US side. Now we turn over Zoom to the New York office. Another number gets drawn by someone over there, also holding about 5 people standing in line, and then a number is drawn. One number will be drawn, okay, from among the people. Yeah, just one, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. Maybe there'll be 3 people there, 3 people here, 6 numbers drawn. So the people will be drawn, they take the number out, it's a ping pong ball, and it says 5. So there's a number 2, and there's a number 5. So as you can see, these numbers are random. They're not purposely, we are choosing a perfect ID number. We don't know what the ID number is going to become once all the numbers are laid out on the board. It will be 2, 5, 3, 1, 6. So someone's wondering, oh my God, if you have multiple accounts, it's hard for you to even know whether it is your number. That's one thing though, unless you're very diligent and want to write down your numbers right away before January the 7th and have all your numbers together, no problem. But you don't have to, okay? The computer is going to let us know who that lucky person is. So that's how the first part of the drawing is taking place for the car. Once your name is called, you have to meet certain requirements to accept the car, ladies and gentlemen. The car is going to be leased out to you for 3 years. It's a 3-year leasing program from Sleepm to the car dealership. So you'll go to the nearest car dealership that is in your vicinity, and you go pick up the car. So it'll be a 3-year leasing program on that car. Every month, Sleepm will put $1,000 in your account, the account that was the winning number. So that particular, you may have multiple accounts, but they're going to put $1,000 into your account that was the winning number, that ID number of yours, $1,000. So you will pay from that account to the car dealership your monthly installment, your leasing payment. Okay, your leasing payment, you will make that payment. Sleepm will make it to you directly into your Sleepm account. Then you will take that money and make that payment to the bank, whoever that you have the note from. because now the company also is make you qualify for the car. Yes, you want the car, but now you have to qualify for that leasing program loan if you need a loan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a loan, then you need to qualify for the loan from that dealership. They will check your credit. If your credit is worthy, meaning allowing you to have that automobile, good, you're passed, you're checked off. Now you're getting closer to receiving the keys to the car. Ladies and gentlemen, next, you have to use the car for the next 3 years in regards to, I mean, of course, doing your own personal things, but it's also going to have a Sleepm license plate that would be good for advertising. After 3 years, you can go to the dealer and say now you like to purchase the car outright. So whatever the value of the car is, you can make the purchase at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, no problem. If you want to add any upgrades to the car, maybe you want 22-inch wheels for whatever reason, you want to just, enhance the car more, that's on you, meaning you will pay that out of your pocket. All Sleepm is doing for you is making the payments every single month into your Sleepm account for $1,000. What if, this is all the positives I'm telling you that you'll be earning, having acquired the car. What if your credit does not qualify you to be able to receive that car because you will not qualify? Your credit was challenged for different reasons. So therefore, it stops right there. You do not get to lease that car. Somebody else will get to lease that car, simply meaning another name will be drawn. Another name will be drawn so that a second person may get a chance to get that automobile, ladies and gentlemen. So some of you may say, okay, I don't qualify. I'm a distributor. I'm married. My husband may qualify. I'm going to let him have the car, meaning pass it on to him. He'll qualify. The answer is no. We can't even do a credit check on the gentleman, your significant other, because he's not in the business. It's your ID number that was drawn. Okay, now if you are married or individual boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter, you have a significant other, and that number was not drawn pertaining to the person who won the car, and they had challenges getting the car, it doesn't count at all. You cannot receive the car, meaning that you will not get that winning prize. It has to be on that person's name, exactly. Husband and wife can join the business, no problem. All right, you can sponsor your husband can sponsor you because you are becoming a customer when you make a purchase with your husband's ID number. No problem, no problem at all. Now, if both of you qualify for whatever reason, you're saying, hey, I just want to see whether my husband qualifies too and I've qualified, that's on you. But you qualified, that's the most important thing. Whoever qualified will be the one whose name that the company will be putting the money into that account. So these are some of the things you have to remember. You have to pass the bank's criteria or the dealership's criteria for you to have that car leased to you, whatever the criteria is for that automobile company giving you the lease, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So any questions about that? Any hands up? Anything?
No one have a question. That's a good thing.
Okay. So we spoke about the upgrades in regards to the points to remember. We spoke about the car and the contest rules that have to be followed. Now, just to reiterate, going back to the first subject, but just for you to understand moving forward, it's really important. Many of you who are brand new starting out, if you want to have everyone to have a lifetime membership, let's start promoting the lifetime membership at the very beginning. of the conversation, once they've joined, they decide to buy, let's talk about $3,000 package right away. They maybe qualify for 3 or 4 or 5,000, but let's make the top position a lifetime member. So you don't have to worry about any kind of expiration date. Now, the very first day they come in, they're a lifetime member and they spend a little bit over 3,000 because they want those things. So you're not putting any extra strain on them, any extra stress on them. They're wanting those things. So just want you to think about moving forward, the strategy that you want to use. There's many strategies. If you want to keep it simple and you want to tell them each as time goes on, reminding them on your own as a leader of your team, you want to keep reminding them every couple of months, hey, don't forget, the timeline is coming about to expire, your 1-year anniversary, then you can do that. But if you want to jumpstart your business in a way that's proper, why not? Tell them about $3,000 up front. It's a good thing. I see a hand raised. It just says iPhone, so I can't recognize your name. Can you please tell us who you are? And by all means, you may ask your question.
You should be able to unmute yourself. Now, let me see if I can help you out. Go ahead, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
And your name, please.
This is Dolores. I'm
Pardon?
sorry. This is Dolores.
Sure.
Hi. I was thinking about what you were saying about the car with the contest with the car. Is that fair for us? Because we can't make people have good credit, right, and be able to be financed.
Yes, because the company is not taking the responsibility of financing the car under the company's name. They want you to finance the car, but they're paying for the monthly. They're paying for it.
That's what I'm saying. Won't they just? I don't think that's fair. That if that person doesn't have good credit, I mean, I have good credit, but I'm just saying, if that person doesn't have good credit and they win the car, they just so happen their name is called, then the restriction with that, it shouldn't be that they no longer qualify and they pick another name. What they should probably end up doing is putting a cap on the amount, since they're going to pay for the car $1,000 a month for 3 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be where they no longer qualify, because if they call your name, they call your number, That doesn't seem like it's fair right there. I'm just, trying to see if anybody else felt the way I just felt. I just don't, because you can't make people have good credit. A lot of people that you think have good credit, they don't. There's poor money management worldwide.
It's because of insurance purposes too. It has to be under that person's name when they lease the car, the automobile. It's not going to be leased under the company's name, Sleepm, I mean. So we will bring that point up to the company the next time we are at the office and give you an answer back. Won't be a problem, Dolores. Next person, Mommy Mary, you raised your hand.
Let me make sure you guys can unmute. 1 second. Okay, you should be able to unmute yourself, Mary.
Yes.
Try it now.
Okay, great. How you doing today? I know you're doing well, as usual. Okay, I was concerned also about this criteria because it's not clear to me what the criteria is for the credits, or and then Ronnie, you mentioned the insurance because of the insurance, and I do understand having to qualify to get insurance, and a lot of times insurance may want you to be gainfully, some of the requirements sometimes for receiving an automobile or the correct insurance is to be gainfully employed, and proof of that, and proof of sometimes they ask you for, well, things change, as the economy is getting worse and worse, criteria for things. They may ask you for 6 months of your bank statement, and, there may be something that you don't want to show. So I just wonder what the requirements are. I know if you win, you win. So that's beautiful, but I just was still, it's I like to know what details. So that's it.
The requirements are going to be, once they pull your credit, at that moment in time, the dealership will let you know, where you're standing in regards to you being able to get approved. Now, they may say, okay, if you can prove to us by bringing this document or that document, then most likely you can overcome that obstacle, as you suggested earlier. If you're not able to oblige them with any document that they are in need of, then you will not be qualifying for the car at the moment, the way it stands.
Right.
So
I mean, I
that's where
understand that.
I'm giving you. Go ahead.
What is the requirement as far as your credit? Is it, the FICO score, what FICO score?
That again, it has to do with that dealership when they pull the credit, because there's always discretionary things being used by dealerships when they see your credit score. They'll ask you sometimes, hey, maybe you need a down payment of $1,000 or $2,000, and now you can have this lease. Maybe
Oh, I
if they say
see.
that. So I can't answer that because on everybody's profile is going to be different. So I'm just giving
I
you
see. Because
just
I
some
know when it
idea.
comes to leasing, you normally have to have a down payment, but if it's a giveaway, then maybe they'll be paying the down payment. I'm not sure either.
Right. So
Yes, just curious.
the company is aware of some of the requirements. So they're saying $1,000 upfront, meaning each month. They're not going to put the entire amount in your account so that you will be responsible for paying for the next 3 years. They can do $1,000. What if the distributor is no longer working the business and now they've gotten the vehicle? So there's another side to this as well. So they still want you to be an active participant with Sleepm. And what I mean by active, so long as your distributorship, you're working, you maybe bring one person a month or every 6 months, it's fine. You're still active. But somebody may just not want to do anything anymore, or the account is no longer active, that $3,000 account, and you took your time. You took the first year, you did 580. The second year, you did not upgrade. The third year, you didn't upgrade. So you're 2 years behind. So right there, you're no longer active. So that's why they're putting $1,000 each month into your account, that you are showing you're active, there's money coming into your household, and you're able to use some of that money for the upgrade of your lifetime membership account. So all of these things factor in.
Okay, because I know normally when there's a giveaway of some, there is criteria and it's known, what the criteria is. So if they're coming up really quickly, maybe there can be some more further clarification on that. I mean, like I said, if you win, you win. If you don't win, you don't win, but there's a drawing, so
Yeah. Well, the mattress, a lot of people want the mattress and they want it straight, just like that. The only criteria for the mattress was, again, there was a criteria for the mattress. They had to pay the shipping cost to get the mattress delivered to their home. Our products, when you make a purchase the first time anywhere, we ship it for free. But since you got a gift from the company, there was a criteria there within the verbiage of the contest
Yeah.
rules that you have to pay for shipping. That was one criteria. Number two, the $10,000 cash prize that was received by 5 people. There was also another requirement or criteria that the company put in place. They'll be getting that $1,000 for the next 12 months, 10 months, $1,000 each month. So every month they'll get $1,000 given into their account. You're not to get a $10,000 upfront. They're not. Every month they'll put $1,000 in the account, making sure that account is active. That person is active in whatever aspect that they're active, but the account is active. Thirdly, now is the car. Again, there are certain protocols that need to be met. So that's what they put in place. So every one of those prizes, there was different protocols that was put in place for us to get, to take home the mattress and be receiving the $1,000 cash. Those who won the $10,000 cash prize, 5 people won that. So, you know, I just want all of you to know that your chances are still very strong. You never know what the criteria. The way life is today is so different than 3-4 years ago. Everyone understands a lot of challenges financially for a lot of people. So out there, when you're buying a car, they look at you differently. They're giving you a chance to own a vehicle because you need one for work, for this, for that. So I do not know what the criteria is in regards to the credit scoring, what's the minimum requirement is what I meant, you know, or what other documents they may need. I do not know that at all. It's just case by case.
Okay, thank you, Ronnie.
Of course.
Thank you, Mary.
Just be patient with us. Okay, guys, you will get your answers as you're asking us. We will surely come back and give you the answers that you asked, so that we really want transparency and clarity. Everything is just, you know, there's so much going on in a good way. And we just want to do things properly.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else with a question? We're showing top of the hour. We will be back on Tuesday night. I'll get a recording up here shortly. But thank you guys very much for giving up your time on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. And we look forward to building something with all of you. On that note, we'll see you on Tuesday night, okay? Thank you so much for your time.
Bye, guys.